Howdy y'all, and welcome to Farming Simulator 17 on GoldCrest Valley. Yeah, all that good stuff. Alright, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that. Alright, basically we're plowing today. Getting the plowing done. And I'm going to back up. I've already got kind of the outline done just because that takes like a long time. If you guys know, if you've seen my videos before, you already know. Sometimes it takes a long time to get it, to decide, hey, where do I want this, where do I want that, to get the plowing part of it done. Sometimes it takes a long time to get it. So we're basically, I've already got the outline, I've just got to get the, I just got to plow it now, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even know, getting confused. But yeah, we gotta get the whole field plowed. I basically expanded like a couple passes or one pass that way, and then as you've seen back there, I like expanded way out. Keeps going over though for some reason. I just kind of ran down through here like doing plowing what needed to be plowed and that sort of thing. Like I didn't do anything specific. I could probably go ahead and set my GPS. Just for the simple fact that it would be easier that way. I think what we'll do, I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to plow down the end of the field, and like do a couple passes this way. That way wrong way I guess. That way we don't have to keep like running off in the grass and all that good stuff. Probably better that way. That's a little, it'll look a little bit better. It'll be better than like driving the plow off into the grass, because I know some people don't like that. You just do it this way though. But yeah, I went a little farther, went a little ways this way. Now I can turn it over. But it's just an expansion. It's just to make the most of the area. We could probably expand a little bit more. Crap, wrong button. But the trees are kind of in the way, and I don't really have a stump grinder at the moment, so I can't cut the trees out and grind the stumps and all that good stuff. We're just going to kind of leave it for now and just kind of let it go. I would say if we do about 3 passes down this end, that'd probably be the most ideal. Go ahead and go around this tree. So I thought maybe I'd make it if I flip it back over. Go around the tree. Getting it stuck. There we go. The sound is a little bit annoying, but it'll work out. There we go. We'll get there. It's just a process. I think it's probably about what we're doing today. Just plowing. The plowing needs to be done. Well, obviously we need to rework the field. We're striving to buy another field that has, what is it? Sunflowers. We're going to be striving to buy another field that has sunflowers on it, for the simple fact that there's a great demand at the moment with sunflowers. That's going to be one of our goals, is to buy another field with sunflowers. There's a couple of them. I know a little bitty field up in the north, field 9, just east of here, has sunflowers in it, but it's really small and like really narrow. Granted, the price isn't that bad. Alright, this should be good as far as that. Alright, now we can go back and forth, I think. But yeah, I guess I could just use my GPS. It'd probably be easier that way. That way it's plowed like, nice and straight, and the lines are all good. Let's just do that. I wasn't going to, but it's easier if you do it. The only problem with it is you can't really turn the plow, because I guess the offset doesn't change sides. If you turn the plow, then it's not going to work properly. At least it doesn't seem to. I'd make sure to turn my create field on. But yeah, we don't need a whole lot of space to park vehicles and all that stuff. But we should have enough just right there next to the road to get vehicles parked out and stuff. What did I press? I must have pressed the wrong one. But yeah, you can't rotate the plow while you're using GPS. It just doesn't work properly. Alright, so I have now figured out, so hopefully nobody was yelling at the screen when I was saying it, but I've now figured out you can set it to automatically reverse your offset. Just so everybody's aware. I did figure it out on my own. I got to thinking about it, I was like, well, that seems kind of funny. Why would it not let me do that? What's going on down here? The headset cord is being funny. But yeah, if you can see over there under the offset section of my GPS, there's an A line block something highlighted, and that's because if you click that, then it will automatically change your offset for you. So yeah, got that figured out. Sorry about that. Didn't know. Learning stuff all the time. I guess maybe in FS15 it did it automatically, because I remember it doing it. I just didn't know it was I guess a setting that I needed to click or whatever. So yeah, we got it figured out. We're still going. We're still getting some plowing done. This will be a nice big field up here. You know, up north of the farm. And then I don't really know where we want to expand after this. Probably should have bought a combine, but I really like just buying new fields. You know, expanding the farm. Because buying a new combine is great, but if you can just keep using the old combine, it's cheaper than you buying a new one. So the old one still works. You know, that's not really an issue. You know, it hasn't shut down on us or nothing. I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna go back over here a little bit. Needed to get that little bit there. All right, and then turn it over. Probably should have just done a couple more passes on this side. Guess I'll do that. Do that right quick. It would help me out a lot if I did it. Because right now I'm having a little bit of trouble getting realigned. I'm having to like pull out a long ways and then come back, you know, that sort of thing. Alright, let's go back around. This is actually probably one of my favorite things to do on this game, is to expand fields. If you haven't noticed, this is one of my favorite things to do. Actually expand fields. This is just so much fun, you know? I think it's fun. Looks like it's gonna cover. Sometimes it's a little bit iffy. Seems to be doing the trick though. Alright, we're not quite done yet. We're getting fairly close. We only got like a little section over there, but it's going well. You know, just hanging out, jamming out, doing some, you know, not really jamming out. I'm not listening to anything. Thought about it. I really thought about it. Thought about listening to some in-cab radio. To Slants FM, I think Giants FM. I thought it said Slants for some. Yeah, I thought about listening to some Giants FM, but then if I forget to cut it out, then I'm in trouble, and you know, we don't need that, man. We don't need that. We don't need that kind of bad publicity. Whoa, hey now. Chill out there. Yeah, we don't need that kind of bad publicity on the channel. Copyright strikes and all that. Sometimes they wait forever to send you one. I got one the other day about a video from like a year ago, or like 8 months ago or something like that. Some 7 Days to Die video. And I'm just like, okay, cool, man. That's awesome. But luckily they got this like little deal or whatever. If you get a copyright strike on a song or something like that, you can just kind of click to have the song removed. If you don't, then normally, you know, like any profits or whatever from the video will go to the people that own the copyright. And I don't know. It's just kind of a pain to have to deal with. It's easier if you just make sure there's not copyrighted stuff in your videos. Because I think after so many, you can get in trouble, or you know, they might put a thing on your channel, or I don't know. I just don't really mess with it because you know, it's just easier that way. Just follow the rules. I think there's a lot of people out there these days, you know, here recently, that just need to learn to follow the rules. You know, go with the flow and accept the results. We're getting really close to the end. Just got, looks like one more pass, I think. One more pass and we should be finished. And I think the proper rotation is going to call for this field to be soybeans after this. Because we bought it, it was sunflowers. We need to transfer it over to soybeans so that it's in the proper rotation order. We've been doing a lot of soybeans, but I've got to stick with my rotation. It's just easier that way, you know. Plus, I think everybody seems to like soybeans just because they're fairly new this year with the new version. It's, you know, soybeans are one of the new crops they've put in. That's what we'll put in here. We'll probably actually be able to get the cultivation done today as well, since I've been kind of cutting out a little bit here and there. My plan was just to do straight, like plowing, just, you know, start plowing and not stop talking until the plowing was done. Let's see, is that going to pick up all that? Nope, of course not. I think that is it. I'm going to make sure I turn my allow create fields off. Go ahead and fold this up. I do believe that's it. As far as how big the field is going to be. It's actually a really big field now. Really big field, like, you know, a lot. I bet it almost doubled in size. I mean, it is big. It is a really big field. Let's go get the cultivator. Maybe we'll cultivate it. But if I'm going to do soybeans, then I probably need to spread a little fertilizer before I cultivate it. Maybe we'll do that instead. I might just go get the fertilizer spreader and spread some pellets on it first. So we may not get to cultivate. We may just get to spread fertilizer and then we'll cultivate tomorrow. Cultivate and seed tomorrow. Because the soybeans are planted with the big blue seeder, which doesn't have fertilizer in it. So I might have just made, not really a really bad decision, but a decision I probably should not have made. I actually went and got, when I went back to the farm, I grabbed the case. Which isn't terrible, but the case does not have GPS. And since we are using the fertilizer spreader, it's not really ideal. But maybe, just maybe, we can try to like judge it based off of, oh, I don't know. That's a lot wider than I thought it was. It'd be fine. We won't end up wasting that much, I don't think. It's kind of nice to be able to get the case out anyway. Like, we need to use it more than we do because it costs us so much money. It costs a ton of money to have this thing. I really want to sell it, but it does come in handy sometimes. And I don't want to have to just use the Massey Ferguson every single time. Just because I know people kind of get bored with that. You know, if I just keep using the same tractor over and over and over. I try to kind of mix it up a little bit. That way people get kind of a different taste of, you know, other tractors. Trying to make you guys happy, man. Costs me a little bit of money and I don't really like it, but trying to help you guys. Let's get back over near the edge. I'm skipping a little bit over there. I'm just brushing that edge. I need a little bit of turning and it's like messing me up. Not bad though, I'm getting it. Getting it, man. Alright. Alright, we'll go back in here. It's not really that big of a deal. If I waste a little bit here and there. We'll eventually get the whole thing fertilized. If anything, we'll over-fertilize a couple of spots. Maybe our yield will be a little higher. We'll go up and back a few times, and then we should be good. Get her planted out then, man. Well, I gotta cultivate it first, but gotta cultivate the pellets into the ground. Here we go. Yep. Doing good. Probably should have got, probably if I'd had GPS, I'd have got it with like 3 passes. But I don't have GPS. That's unfortunate. I could probably be getting it 1 whole pass now, but I don't know. It's better to hit it than not. You know, and I always hate trying to stretch it and just to get that just right amount. It's like you miss little spots here and there, and I don't really think fertilizer is that expensive. I mean, at least to me, it don't seem like it is. You know, it seems like it could be much worse. You know, maybe I'm not actually figuring in how much fertilizer I actually put on a field, especially now that you fertilize it like 3 times. You know, obviously the weeder helps, but really, I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of fertilizer goes in these fields. Oh, I'm tired. Actually had a rather busy night tonight, you guys know. It is fairly late for me, but I just got back from a dinner and dance party. I'm making a public appearance in the public. Gotta try to be friends with everybody. You know, making friends in the community and getting out and like shaking hands, and at least how some people say, shaking babies and kissing hands. You never know. Maybe eventually the butcher man will be in politics. He'll be out there politicking, running for public office. then we'll be great. President Butcher Man. It'd be amazing. Can you imagine? Imagine me as president. That'd be hilarious. I don't think anybody'd vote for me though. This doesn't mean I want a huge like political discussion in my, in my channel, whatever. I'm not trying to go all political. I'm just small talk. It's what you do on the farm. You go in a little bit of small talk here and there. Talk about this and that and the weather. You can't always just talk about the weather. I mean, look, the weather looks like it's gonna hail. There you go. That's about the weather. Alright, we'll get this put away. And then I suppose we might have time to cultivate it. I think we might. There we go. Put that there. I'm gonna park this all the way back over here. It's kind of out of the way. Then we'll come get back in our Massey. It's already hooked my cultivator. I don't think we'll get the seed today. It won't take very long to seed. But, it's not ready. No, it's not ready. Color kind of scared me. It's like, I'm not ready for that. Eventually we'll be to the point where we have to put the plant growth on slow because we won't be able to keep up with all the fields and do other stuff at the same time. There'll be so much farming going on. All the farmings. Alright, we are super close. We are getting very close to being done with the cultivating of the ground. And it is amazing that we are almost done with the cultivating of the dirt in the field that is number 7. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's tired. I'm tired. It's late. Like I said, it's amazing. How are you guys all doing out there? It's getting close to the seasons, man. It's getting close to the holidays. Anybody got any awesome, like, continental travel, I guess over in Europe it'd be travel, cross country or whatever, to a different country. For us it's travel across country, like go to a different state. We go to a different state, you guys actually go to a different country. Obviously sometimes we go to different countries, but it's not very often. Normally if we drive or take a trip or whatever, we'll just go to a different state. I always try to tell people, it's like, the United States is basically it's kind of like Europe in a way. You guys have, Europe has countries where we have states. It's, people in Europe would probably disagree with me, but we're both actually controlled by one big body, I think, or at least one governmental unit. Because, what is it, the Brexit or whatever that just happened, something, where it's, like, I think the UK seceded from, or left Brexit. Britain. I don't really know. It's hard to keep track of, like, what's going on in different, like, overseas. We don't really track that sort of stuff over here. We probably should, because it does influence us. As far as I know, it probably, it does influence us. But Americans don't really track that sort of stuff. Just because it's a long ways away. We only got like a little bit left back there. We'll go get it here in a second. And then we'll just call it a day, I mean, it's been a long day for me. I've had lots and lots of stuff going on. Go down here and get her, though. Turn this off. I missed a little bit here. Guess that's the way it looks. Huh. Alright, and then that is the field cultivated. And now we have this giant field. You know, just this amazingly large field back here. And it's so cool that those tires actually have, like, you know, they squash whenever they come down. It's actually really cool. That's probably one of the most amazing things they've got in FS17. Is what just amazes me so much is that they've made it to where the tires actually have deflection on them now. I mean, it's crazy. It may not be that amusing to other people, but it's amusing to me. Just because my job mostly pertains to tire deflection. Staring at tire deflection all day. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It has been fun. It's wearing me out. As you could probably tell, I'm probably rambling a little bit in a couple of parts in this video, but, you know, gotta excuse that. I'm trying to get the video out so you guys can actually watch it, so it's actually entertaining. But thanks for watching, guys, and as always, good day to y'all.